welcome to Prime Property, your weekly real estate reckoner. I'm Nayanthara Rai and this is what we have on the show today. Over 300 structures in Bengaluru deemed illegal for encroaching lake beds. This could free up thousands of crores of land in the city. You're watching Prime Property. The Revenue Department in Bengaluru has its hawk eye on over 300 structures deemed illegal for allegedly encroaching lakes and lake beds. Poornima Murali reports the razing down of these illegal buildings could free up land worth thousands of crores.
This is Saraki Lake, located south of Bengaluru. Spread over a massive 84 acres, it was at the heart of a 4-year legal battle with the Karnataka state government alleging it had been encroached upon. The High Court last year ruled in favour of the state and ordered demolition of all building structures on 34 acres. The cost of that 34 acres as per today's price is a jaw-dropping 2,000 crore rupees. This has marked the biggest clearance drive undertaken by the Karnataka government. Nearly 150 residential complexes and 30 commercial complexes have been deemed illegal. Poornima is one of the most prominent builders to have been hit. Poornima's Elita Promenade is one of the hundreds of projects under the scanner. The state officials have demolished the boundary wall of the building and are surveying the project. Poornima is fighting a legal battle and the demolition has been put on hold. According to global consultants JLL, the state government has also laid claimed encroachment on another lake, the Banaswati Lake in North Bengaluru. Here, the government has decided to reclaim 2 acres. Over the months, the city has seen an overzealous revenue department attempting to reverse alleged illegal encroachments on lake banks and lake beds. Here's what the revenue department is claiming. Over 54 acres of encroachment at Bilakalahalli Lake in South Bengaluru and 9.33 acres near the Kadaranahalli Lake in South Bangalore have been encroached upon. This move by the Revenue Department follows a Karnataka High Court order in August 2014 to free lake encroachments in a public interest litigation campaigning for the right to water. After this order, the state officials conducted a survey and submitted a report to the High Court stating that over 135 lake beds have been encroached upon.
Most of them are local, they are not developers, the reputed developers whose properties have come into the purview, except for one property where it is going still under talks, and they have taken it to the court, and they say that they have not encroached the land. It is a ready property called Elita Promenade, which was built by Keppel Land in Puravankara. Then the residents are still fighting the case. But other than that, most of them were plotted kind of development, independent houses, apartment blocks, but by local small developers. It is not any reputed developers.
This drive is not just confined to the lake beds. Bengaluru has periodically seen the government reclaim land. Industry experts say encroachment of government land has become a regular feature. Just last week, we told you how the government has staked claim on over 3 acres of land in the Whitefield area and on which Prestige has built a luxury project. Prestige has been trying to allay fears of over 200 buyers. Each apartment in the Prestige 1,000 crore rupee project costs between 3.72 crore rupees and 12.43 crore rupees.
Most of the cities, we did not see a demolition drive taking place. Bangalore is the city where we have seen this drive, but encroachments are common in across India. But such kind of an initiative has not been taken earlier, but this could happen in other cities as well. There were other encroachments or illegal construction demolitions which have happened across the cities earlier, but not on lake beds precisely.
As a result of the state government's crackdown, many properties along lake beds have been razed down, upsetting home buyers and leaving their investments hanging in the balance. Industry experts expect affected developers to seek legal recourse.
They don't have much of option other than fighting a case against authorities, but other than that, they are actually helpless because they were given court orders and then they had to vacate. For people who could not vacate were actually on the streets. So it was a very sad scene that was around. But then it was a legal action that was being taken by the government.
Despite all this, there is some temporary relief for Bengaluru's builders. The demolition drive has been temporarily halted till a committee set up by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah submits its report. The committee has been tasked to investigate encroachment of lakes and is already 5 months late with its report. The fate of thousands of crores worth of land in real estate hinges on the findings of this committee. In Bengaluru, Poornima, Murali.
And with that, we're going to wrap up this edition of Prime Property. Do remember, you can always send us your queries, feedback, or even experiences with developers that you may want to share. Our email address is primeproperty@network18online.com. You can also tweet me. See you same time next week.